The bangs look better when they're 3 pieces or 2 pieces, not 10 pieces. 10-piece chicken McHairs. Wait a minute, what? Antonio, do you like the new space? Yeah? I know it's a little warm in here. We need to get an air conditioner. It's okay. We'll do it. Glad you're here. Hey there, I'm Joanie, and if you love Chipotle, you've got to stick around for this episode. I'm going to show you a copycat recipe that you can make at home. I don't necessarily go to Chipotle all the time. I'm not like a huge fangirl, but I do always order the same exact thing. But before I get into that, I'm curious to know what it is that you order at Chipotle. Is it the same thing every time? Do you do something different? What are your go-tos when you go to Chipotle? Leave me a comment below. But for me, I am all about the barbacoa. That shredded beef with the Mexican spices, it just totally turns my crank, and I get it every single time. Now, sometimes I'll go with a bowl, a burrito, the tacos, that's flexible, but I just love shredded beef. So I went ahead and developed a very simple recipe so that you can make this at home. And I promise you're gonna taste this and be like, I just made Chipotle, and be like, yes, I'm awesome. And in this recipe, I show you how to do it in the Instant Pot, because y'all know I am a pressure cooking fiend, but you can also do this in the crock pot or even in the oven. I have all of the alternative directions over at joaniesimon.com, so go grab those over there. But in the meantime, I'm gonna stop yammering and I'm gonna show you how to make my barbacoa. So to kick off this recipe, we start off with a jar of salsa and then literally just dump everything else in. We've got some garlic powder, chili powder, salt and pepper and cumin. And then we just add a little bit of fresh citrus with some orange and some lime. And I do recommend going fresh on this, as always, just because it's gonna add a lot more flavor. And then for the Instant Pot recipe, I do add in some water. That's just to ensure that we can build up enough steam in order to actually pressure cook the meat. But if you're doing this in a crock pot, you don't need the water. So we stir all of that together, and then we add in our chuck roast, which is a really great economical piece of meat. You just gotta make sure to cook it long enough because it is a pretty tough cut. So when you're pressure cooking it or you do it in a slow cooker, that's gonna give it plenty of time to break down, become soft, so we can shred it. Now when I'm shredding this up, I do generally remove any excess fat that's inevitably gonna be there from after the cooking process. But then I also like to pour just a little bit of that extra sauce over the top just to make it really nice and juicy. And then you guys, that is it. And then it's totally up to you how you want to serve this. You could of course roll it up in a burrito, you could put it over rice and beans as a part of a bowl, on a salad, or like I'm doing here today, doing it on tacos. But it's all up to you. Really, you can't go wrong when you've got luscious, fabulous, shredded beef barbacoa. And in case you're wondering where the heck I am, this is the soon-to-be studio space. So we are moving the old studio over here to the new house. We enclosed this patio area. Ryan put up the drywall and all that jazz, painted it. He and his dad had been working their heads off. But I've got to estimate in probably another 8 to 10 weeks, we will have the kitchen all set up, ready to go. And you won't even know that it's any different than the old kitchen, because it is the old kitchen, just in a new space. So stay tuned for all that, but I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by. If you're not already, be sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell. And with that, you stay out of trouble. I'll see you soon, all right? Bye.